I am worried about old Tori though. She's getting a bit of rust somehow. So we definitely need to give her a good clean for after we get off these salt flats. I don't know if it's from the salt flats or just the wear and tear, but shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Shouldn't be a big deal at all. So apparently salt can rapidly cause vehicle rust. And that's the last thing we need on our overlanding adventure from Argentina to Alaska. Like us being in a tuk-tuk wasn't already difficult enough.
Tori's just behind me getting her first wash. They're like greasing it up as well. I don't know the process exactly to cleaning after the salt flat. It's costing about 30 Bolivianos. That's like $6 for the full clean and greasing and everything. Tori about to be looking good as new, you know? How good. Getting all the salt off so we're not getting any more rust or anything. And we're just, yeah, in stunning spots. Like, check this out. Of course you are, cutie.
¿Dónde hay que engrasar?
Como en esta rueda también. Lo mismo aquí, para ti. Y la última es ahí. Fantastic. Tori is crispy clean. Not too much water in the tuk-tuk, all good. But yeah, all ready for the rest of the adventure now. What a day, what a day. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get some lunch and the only thing open is these little carts again. So I'm really digging them. And they're a bit cheaper than usual. Hey, Pati, you're gonna relax? I'll be right back. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ay, sopa.
Sopita, no me queda de caldito de pollo. Sopita.
Ok, gracias. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Sí? Ay, ay, ay.
¿Es posible te pide de sopa? Sí.
Blanquita.
Sí.
Ay, ay, ay.
¿Ay?
¿Sí?
Ok, perfecto. Por eso de 2 sopitas y un segundo así.
Ah, ya, ¿para llevar?
Comer aquí, sí, sí.
Ya está, se está haciendo.
Nice. That lady's a really nice vibe, and it's a chill time. Relax. Gracias.
Buenos días.
Hey, good stuff. Very nice. The gasoline station has some bangers, man.
Cristian Nodal.
Yo, just huge vibes around here. How good. ¿Cómo va, amigo? We're just letting the doors and everything dry down. In this part of Bolivia, they have a lot of quinoa farms. So I'm like, yeah, I really want to get amongst some like really nice fresh quinoa to cook on the adventure. And it's always nice to just have a couple of kilos handy in the tuk-tuk. So these are all huge bags of quinoa, by the looks of it. Hola, ¿hay quinoa? ¿Puedo comprar solo 2 kilos?
2 kilos.
Sí.
No, es que esto no es frutos, esto no es para comer. Hay que procesar todavía.
Ah, ¿en serio?
Ah.
Ok, qué interesante. Bueno, ok, gracias. Wow, that's how fresh it is. They said it's not even processed yet, so you can't just buy it and cook it. Such a foreigner thing to not know, I guess. ¿Tienes la quinoa de acá? ¿Hay quinoa?
Para cocinar.
Para cocinar, para...
Acá casi no hay, aquí no hay.
Ah, aquí no hay.
No hay, en el mercado casi no hay.
Hay, en el centro.
Sí, en el centro.
Ah, ok, ok.
Mercado central afuera,
Sí.
hay también puestitos así.
Ah, okay. Okay, gracias. Yo, that's crazy. It's like a dust storm out here. Tori just got washed. But it is what it is. She's looking good though. Damn. Yeah, we're back in the market. We were asking around. I've been told that the quinoa, the fresh quinoa is in the center. Hey, relax. Relax. And all that water is kind of frozen on the bottom of the tuk-tuk. Wild. It is very much still cold here. Yeah, sometimes I just be feeling something and I'm like kind of keen to get after it. In this case, it's this f***ing quinoa. I'm talking it up like it's the adventure of a lifetime, like I'm going to Alaska or something. So we're going back to the center of the city to find some quinoa, some pre-processed quinoa. These legends are loving it. If we stop where I think we're gonna stop, it's only like a 3-hour drive today. Not too much. You good? Why are you farting, Patty? Yeah. But it's on the, like, we have to go through the center of the city anyway to get to Atocha, is how you apparently pronounce it. I've been saying to everybody Atoka, and I've never been corrected until like just before, so that's good. Gonna go ask, but looks like they got a bunch of spices and stuff. I don't know about quinoa. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Hay quinoa? No. No? Smells good out front though. ¿Dónde hay quinoa?
¿A comer?
Sí.
Ahí adentro.
Gracias, gracias. Desde mercado. ¿Es illegal? ¿Ilegal acá? ¿O no? ¿Está bien? ¿Está bien? Bueno, perfecto. I forgot it's Bolivia. Nothing's illegal, come on now.
Qué lindo, ¿de dónde estás llegando?
Estamos viajando a México en esa.
¿Con él?
Sí.
¿A México?
A México.
¿Con tu perrita?
Con mi perita, sí.
¿Perritas o perrito?
Perita.
¿Qué se llama?
Pati.
Pati.
Sí.
Hola, Pati.
Sí. ¿Sos tranquilo, Pati? Muy bien.
Ay, Pati. ¿Te gusta Pati? ¿En qué tiempo vas a llegar?
4 años, 5 años, me parece. No, tengo mucho tiempo. Sí.
A México.
Sí. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Puede llegar o no?
No es un año.
No. Es
Súper
lento.
lejos.
Lento.
Súper lejos.
Lejos, sí. Yo, there's bread and everything. That's really cool. We might get some when we're heading out. Buen día. Every type of pasta you could ever want is right here. ¿Hay quinoa de acá? ¿Hay? De esta región. ¿Dónde? ¿Aquí? Aquí. Perfecto. Me parece eso, sí. Gracias. Got the quinoa and I got like a breadstick to chomp down. Literally just on the way while we're driving. So, should be a good time. But yeah, we were in and out real quick because I didn't want to muck around with Patty and the Tuk Tuk on the side of like the main road on Main Street here. Good times. Almost like we're in France. Panes.
¿Con eso?
Sí. A México. Voy a llegar
¿A México?
a México en eso. Just a man in a breadstick. I just got asked why I don't have a girlfriend. Less problems. Yo. No. Estoy viajando, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Gracias.
Te cuida. Chao.
Suerte con buscando tu taxi.
Está bonito, eh.
Gracias.
Una fotito, pues.
Claro. Patty, check out that dog. That is a carpet rug that's been left outside for 3 years. My goodness. Pobrecito Patty. Pobrecito. Hey, don't attack the door. There we are. Atocha today, and then tomorrow Tupiza, where that will be the final big city for us in Bolivia before we cross over to Argentina. Let's get it, man. We're back on the road again, buddy. Yee-hoo! Well, that is my first ostrich sighting of Latin America. How cool. On these little barren plains that we got going, full of llamas, and apparently a few ostriches as well. We've only been driving for like 20 minutes and the landscape's completely switched up. You got like sand dunes on our right, and on our left we've got just grassy plains and mountains. And a few like remnants of the salt flats are still flowing around. Yeah, I got no clue what they are. I don't know if they're llamas or not. Bolivia's just truly impressive, hey. We've probably only seen about 30, if that, 30% of Bolivia from like the regions we've been driving through. And yeah, it's just go through mountains and like almost jungles. Definitely far from the Amazon, but the Amazon is in Bolivia. To see salt flats, to see like barren landscapes. Now we're in sand dunes, you know? Bolivia is just an incredible country, and I think you could even consider it's underrated just by the amount of tourism there is in surrounding countries. Argentina, Chile, Brazil for sure, even Peru, like with Machu Picchu. So yeah, I'm so glad that I've got to visit Bolivia, and so soon on my adventure as well. I've learned so much about Latin American culture and found Patty in Bolivia as well, and the Tuk Tuk, of course. Everything's happened in Bolivia, and I'm so grateful for this country. I'm gonna very much miss it, and coming back in a year and a half or so, it's gonna be epic. So I'm gonna stick the body out the door to get the sunlight, and that's warming me up quite a bit, which is good. And yeah, it's pretty comfortable. What about you, Paddy? How comfy are you? Oh, there you are. What you up to? Culture, man, we love it. That's cool. There's just a lot of legends that live amongst these types of places. Good vibes and big smiles, and people always like willing to help, you know what I mean? Dios mío! It is windy as out here. But we had to stop off because that right there is a beautiful mountain, and Tori's looking gorgeous. Yeah, you okay? You okay? Hey, Patty, hey, don't scare me like that. Holy shit. Wow, man. That's a vibe. Thank goodness we got the handbrake on, you know what I mean? That wind is madness. If it wasn't so windy, the drone would be really cool to fly over all these, I don't know what they're called, like the gorges, I guess? Gorges or like canyon, mini canyon zones. Usually she's pretty funky with the wind, but here she's all right. Oh, look at you. Hola, bonita. Hola, bonita. Oh, yeah, she has a lot of energy today. Patty place. Because yesterday in the Salt Lakes with, I don't know where the winds come from all of a sudden. But yeah, when she had the shoes on, she didn't run around too much. She was just pretty like relaxed, and now she's getting all that energy out. Good on her. Take a look at that, man. Man, Bolivia just continues to impress. Hey, wow, how incredible. Where you at, buddy? You good? Having a good time? She got back in the Tuk Tuk and she was just sneezing because the wind was hectic up there. Yo, that was some big ones. So this is the Tocha. Like it's a small town, but it doesn't have the vibes of a small town. So we've still got a bit of daylight, probably got about 4 hours. That'll get us to Tupiza. And that's what we'll do today. We won't stay here tonight.
Es chiquitito. Sí, pequeñito. La plaza es la plaza central.
Sí.
Por ahí tienes que ir a dar la vuelta.
Ah, sí. It is pretty beautiful, actually. It's kind of cool. We'll see what the go is. I need to rest Tori for a little bit, so it's always a good excuse to eat, I guess. There's a lot of people soaking up the sunlight, enjoying the plaza. No cars running around or anything. That's pretty cool. But that's us. We just drove through the entire city in like 5 minutes. There are a few spots serving a bit of food, so we might just sit down, have a little rest, and then keep going. So yeah, we decided on just stopping and getting a juice, which is pretty chill. Martin, relax, hey. So we've been told about 4 hours to get to Tupiza, which will be chill. We'll get there about 6 p.m. just on sunset. And start the day tomorrow in Tupiza, which will be pretty chill. Maybe have a couple of days to chill there. But this juice is just what I needed. It's really good. So beautiful fresh juice that we got to top up because there was more in the jug. I love when they do that. It was like $1.30, cheap as chips, man, and good re-energize. All right, we better get cracking on because this 4 hours ain't gonna drive itself. Nah, after all, I just said screw it. I don't want to drive another 4 hours, and I don't think it's the best thing for the tuk-tuk to have already driven about 3 and then to do another 4.
No malo.
No lo sé.
No malo.
No, relax, Pati. Es mi amiga.
¿Tu amiga?
Sí.
Hola, hola. Hola.
Ella es tranquila.
Hola.
It's madness that people just want to risk getting bitten to have a pet. Since she's pretty protective when she's inside the tuk-tuk. So my answer's always not very clear, but people are like, nah, no, she won't bite. But yeah, we're not gonna make that drive. We're gonna stay tonight and then tomorrow morning leave to get there for about lunchtime and chuck the tuk-tuk and the mechanics at about lunchtime tomorrow, which will be chill as. How are we? Why do I speak in English? But that's home for tonight. That is home for tonight, which will be good because I'm kind of cooked. I'm always cooking, I guess. Es un lugar bonito con la montaña.
Así es.
Ah, sí, perfecto. What a day, what a day. We've decided to take like an alternate route to get to Pisa, the last big city before we get to Argentina. And we're on the dirt road, you know? But, shit. What the f happened? Damn. Yeah, so that's kind of sums up about how this road is. The scenery is beautiful nonetheless. Just before it was amateur hour, and I've gone to take the air filter out again because we're back in the altitude, and I was like not having to borrow this 8 kilometers an hour thing. And anyway, I've, for some reason, just out of frustration and rush, I've chucked my elbow down on the motor. Check this out. I was resting my elbow on it for about 5 seconds, and then I felt something burn and something was quite hot. Paddy's a bit funky today. What are you up to, cutie? And we're back. Our first tuk-tuk sightings since Santa Cruz, really. It's been a minute, so we're now blending in. Love the tuk-tuk vibes, man. I'm just such a fan. It's so clear that I'm such a fan of a tuk-tuk because I just see them, they're just gorgeous, man. People keep flagging me down thinking I'm a taxi service. There's another one. But no, we're not. And Patty's she's having a breath. There you go. That trip would get you dinner for sure. Right now we're about 5 minutes away from arriving at the Motorland mechanics here that are gonna do a final revision for me to do the next 5 countries in Latin America without any issues, fingers crossed. Hola, ¿cómo estás? We just finished up at the Bajas Motorland Mechanics and they sorted me out completely. Incredible revision. I was asking a lot of questions as well. So I've got a lot more up here now. And it's just like gonna be a new tuk-tuk from all the revisions we've made. We've taken it for a little test run. I was running in the back and yeah, no, can't wait. So no, I appreciate Motorland once again for hooking me up with that. That's epic. What a day, what a day.